It might be the weakest in the Cornetto trilogy, but it's still a pretty entertaining end to the Cornetto trilogy. The World's End is the third and final film in the Cornetto trilogy, written and directed by Edgar Wright, co-written by Simon Pegg, stars Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Martin Freeman, Paddy Considine, Eddie Marsan, Rosamund Pike, and a bunch of other people. And the plot of The World's End is this is a sci-fi, post-apocalyptic sci-fi comedy, if you will. And the plot of this movie is we meet Gary King, played by Simon Pegg, of course, and he is an immature 40-year-old who's dying to take another stab at an epic old, who's dying to take another stab at an epic pub crawl that he last attempted 20 years earlier. He drags his reluctant buddies back to their hometown and sets out for a night of heavy drinking. As they make their way towards their ultimate destination, the fabled World's End pub, Gary and his friends attempt to reconcile the past and the present. However, the real struggle is for the future when their journey turns into a battle for mankind. This is a great end to the Cornetto trilogy. Now, like I said, it is the weakest, and the only problem that keeps this movie from being I do have two gripes with this film, but I'm still going to give this movie two different grades. Now, the two gripes that I have: one, it takes a little too long to get going. And the movie's only an hour 49 minutes, so it does take a while for it to get going. And two, some of the cameos are not really worth it. But I tell you what I do love in this film. I love the direction and writing by Edgar Wright once again. Edgar Wright is a great talent. He's a great director. I love his other movies: Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Hot Fuzz, Baby Driver, Shaun the Dead, of course. He has a visual flavor and very cool, unique visual style that makes him pretty awesome. It makes him a pretty badass director in my book. And also another one of my favorites. The cinematography by Bill Pope. Great cinematography from Bill Pope. He's a great cinematographer. Worked on the Matrix trilogy and Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, a bunch of other movies with cinematography. I like this way of getting shots in movies, and cinematography, shots, camera angles, close-ups, all that, yada yada. His cinematography is always fun. The editing, it's despite the fact that it takes a while to get going, the editing is pretty cool. The writing is still hilarious, still fun, and it's still pretty awesome. Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright, they write good material. Simon Pegg is a great writer. He's also a great actor. And they're both two great talents. The acting, of course, is great from everyone. You got Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Paddy Considine, Martin Freeman, Bilbo Baggins. In one other movie from 2013, the same year as Desolation of Smog, which will come out in December of 2013. You got Rosamund Pike in here, Eddie Marsan, Thomas Law, Zachary Bailess, Bill Nighy, Rafe Spall, Julia Deakin, Peter Serafinowicz, Garth Jennings, Luke Scott. Large cast here, large cast. And the humor is very hilarious in this movie. I love the humor in this movie. I laughed a lot. The music by Stephen Price, who did the music for Suicide Squad, is good. His musical score is good here, and I like the soundtrack choices. And I love the song choices and the title sequence here. Overall, like I said, some of the other cast members are hit and miss, and it does take a while to get going, but I'm still going to give The World's End 2 ratings. I'm going to give this my JDRSA and the Better Than Vampire Academy. And this is not the first time I've given a movie 2 different ratings or more. I've done this in the past a few times, other times. So let me know what you guys think about The World's End down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And I will see you guys in the next one. You guys keep it cool. Let's continue that road to 1K subscribers.